Alex here with an event video on Debra Adimey versus Station Casinos, a case involving a number of workers of the Culinary Union confronting a casino chain for allegedly failing to comply with the right to return law. The Culinary Union's announcement that hospitality workers were going to file a mass lawsuit against Station Casinos triggered a flurry of media coverage, citing the layoff of 98% of union members that were laid off at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, for which only 80% have been able to return to work. Almost a year prior, Station Casinos had complained that flaws in the law hampered its ability to fill jobs that it normally would because it burdened them with additional and redundant record keeping and exposed them to litigation risks with every hire. Station Casinos further criticized other parts of the law that were confusing and called upon the union to, quote, come clean and explain to their members and everyone else that the law does precisely the opposite of what it is supposedly intended to do, unquote. Ultimately, the union, which represents more than 60,000 hotel housekeepers, bartenders, and porters, disagreed, denouncing what it called a, quote, flagrant violation by Station Casinos of a state right to return law, unquote. District Court Judge Beta Yeager granted our request to provide comprehensive electronic coverage of the proceedings, the trial setting of which we have already recorded and will publish shortly. The plaintiffs are represented by Sarah Grossman. The defendants are represented by Scott Mahoney. You can keep up to date with our coverage schedule by visiting ournevadajudges.com, and feel free to post any questions you have down in the comments below or send us an email at media@ournevadajudges.com.
My name is Ted Papa George. I'm the Secretary-Treasurer of Culinary Workers Union Local 226. We're here today to announce 76 hospitality workers have filed a mass action lawsuit against their current and former employer, Stations Casinos, alleging violations of the Nevada Hospitality and Travel Workers Right to Return Act, or SB 386, as we call it. It was passed by the Nevada legislature May 26, 2021, signed into law June 8, 2021 by Governor Steve Sisolak. These 76 plaintiffs have had over 680 years of experience combined at Stations Casinos before they were fired during the COVID-19 pandemic. SB 386 ensures that Nevada casino, hospitality, stadium, and travel-related employees are able to return to their former positions. SB 386 created a cause of action against employers who fail to abide by the process the law lays out for orderly recall of hospitality workers to positions with their former employers for which they were qualified. The mass action complaint alleges that Stations Casinos, Nevada's third largest private employer, which owns and operates 9 casinos in Las Vegas, has operated in flagrant violation of its obligations as an employer and has not recalled hospitality workers back to work as mandated by SB 386. 76 plaintiffs, a majority of whom are women and persons of color, are seeking hiring and reinstatement, future and back pay, civil penalties, compensatory damages, fees resulting from Station Casinos' alleged violations of the SB 386 law. And specifically, they demand to have the right of rehire and reinstatement into job positions for which they are qualified. To win future and back pay starting 15 days after Station